Welcome to Of Course She Did, a podcast about knitting and friendship. Join our knit club as we talk about knitting and other insanity. And yeah, you know the rest. Okay, our knit club consists of hormonal women of a certain age, and you're hereby warned of foul language and spicy topics.
I'm Ingrid, and I signed the gang up for a yoga retreat.
Of course you did.
So I remember Chris Phillips of True Love Yoga. He had posted, when did we go on this retreat? In July?
July. We went in July.
I think in early June he had posted about a yoga retreat, and I didn't think much of it. This is great. But then suddenly I thought, oh God, I need to get away and not think about things. So I just texted the group and like, hey, want to do a yoga retreat? And there we go.
And we all went, sure, why not?
Sure.
I said, as always, I'm in.
And it wasn't that expensive, so that helped.
It was lovely. And it was in town.
At Earth Springs Sanctuary Retreat.
Yeah, it was lovely. I had a little shed.
It was rustic.
It was rustic. Shed
But
with a
good
bed.
rustic.
It was lovely.
I also had a shed with a bunk bed that you couldn't turn around in, or maybe you could just lie on your side.
I don't know. There was we
was
were right along the shores of the pond.
That's right, and the bullfrogs were
They were
very
going
loud.
crazy.
They were
extremely
amazing.
loud.
And
Yeah.
Jody and I shared a room.
Which was delightful.
It was good.
It was. We
And-
chatted way too late.
And Jody got the air mattress. I felt bad, but it was.
You know, it was super comfortable.
And
It
so was my bed.
Yeah, I was
I got
very
looked up.
happy.
We got like the comfortable beds compared to what other people said. They were really uncomfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mine. I can't say mine was uncomfortable. It was just very narrow.
So Tanya and I have been going to. Tanya is an old hand. She's old.
Yes, I'm old.
You've been doing yoga for many, many decades.
Yes. I want to say probably 35 years.
And
Wow.
it was a long time ago. You and I went to the Gordon Head Rec Center and tried yoga with Chatty Cathy.
That's right. That didn't work
I used
out
to have a chatty Cathy doll.
She was she was very perky and it was okay. But then a colleague of mine put us on to Helga Beer here in Victoria.
We love Helga.
We love and we've been going to Helga for what, 10 years now,
Oh,
I think.
it's more than
You guys have a love-hate relationship with Helga.
Okay.
'cause
I've
I
heard
hear a
Nothing
lot
but
of
Helga.
Helga
Every Tuesday is Helga.
Is lovely.
We love Helga.
We love her and she tortures us.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Especially with the
and
inflatable
she's like,
ball and the
The
pubic
little
bone.
and the little balls of death on your feet.
Ingrid, you'd love her. She doesn't take shit from anyone.
Great. She's German.
She frequently tells us to fuck off.
Does she actually say?
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she say the
Oh,
words?
yeah. Oh, totally.
Even better.
Is that when you're talking too much in class?
Sometimes Erin and I laugh.
We get the
Just
giggles.
giggle and
Something
giggle.
fierce. We
Is
have
that
a
when the-
reputation.
Is that when the lady farts too much?
Yes.
I want to tell people to fuck off. I just don't. But in my mind, I'm saying it over and over.
So had you done yoga before? Because Tanya and I had done yoga before. Have you done yoga before?
Like hit and miss.
Okay.
Here, like at a gym.
I don't think there's supposed to be any hitting in yoga.
hit and miss. And then I did like a yoga Pilates, like a fusion class. And this is really, Erin will like this. I think I did 3 or 4 classes and it was a lot of breathing into the abdomen. And I came home that day and I was miserable. I was so emotional.
I'm
for
gonna like
2
that
or
because you're
3 days.
miserable.
No,
No,
because
because
of,
she's emotional.
because of the effect it had on me.
You
And like,
released.
yes, I even like I couldn't believe it. It took days for it to go away because that's where I hold my stress is like right beneath the sternum.
Helga's amazing. She does trauma informed yoga and it's
And she tortures you.
Tanya says that was such.
Trauma-informed yoga.
yeah, it's really lovely because when I first started, there would be a couple of poses where I
wanna
would
do
literally
that.
get nauseous.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting.
Do you remember? And
Yeah.
and a couple of times, like I was so worried, I went to the bathroom, thinking I am gonna hurl.
Interesting. Was it the same, like the same poses for each of you that made you feel?
No.
No, Tanya can do everything though. I can't.
Sure about that.
What is the plow? What is the where you stand on your shoulders? Oh, fuck that. I'm
Is
not
it
doing
a sexual position or a yoga position?
that. Either way, homie, don't play that.
You can tell we've all had a few drinks from this podcast. I've never done yoga.
I'd like you to know I'm completely
Except for
sober.
Jody. Jody's on a natural.
So Chris, we know Chris because of Transform Sports.
Yes, both of our kids have
Mine
trained
too.
with him.
Rylan was.
All
Three
of
of ours,
three
yeah.
of our kids. So I met Chris, I think, in 2020, 2021, when he first started. And it was myself and three other parents, and we would train with Chris
Oh, okay.
at Transform once or twice a week.
Nice.
And so him and I would always chat. We just like to chit chat.
Yeah.
'Cause he
And
likes to
and
shit.
my second kid trains with him.
Yes.
And just has just such respect for him and so as soon as he said Chris is doing it, all right.
Let's do it. So yeah, it was good. Was his second retreat. He had one in January, and this was his second one, and he loves it. You could tell he just had so much fun. And then I saw him a few days ago, and he was asking about all of us. How are we doing? He was thinking about all of us.
The people
So that
that
was
were
it.
fantastic.
They were
have
so
to
nice.
say, I think the thing that surprised me the most about it, because I've never been to a yoga retreat. I also am hit and miss with yoga. I did a lot of Bikrams when it was popular, but what I didn't expect was the connection and camaraderie with each and every person in the room.
Yes.
And I think of Maraji a lot. She's in my head. So
And so is Tiger.
I didn't expect that.
The twins.
Oh,
The
for me, it was
twins for
Tiger.
me.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they
Because
were
you
lovely.
and I were in
in a group
in
with
a
them.
group with
Mhm.
one of them, and then I think you were in the group with the other.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I felt like our group, when we split up into two, was that the last night? That was the last night, wasn't it? I felt like our group wound up being very emotional, and your group appeared, although I wasn't in your group, less emotional. But there was a lot of tears in our group from all of us. It was
Yeah.
interesting.
See, that's not why I go to yoga. I can
Sure,
do that on my
does
own.
not like to cry.
No. See, to me, yoga is probably because I've been doing it for so long by myself.
Yeah.
That is for me an individual thing that I do for me. I don't do it for a group. I don't do it to bond with others. I do it for me and my own mental health, physical health. I don't go
Which
for
is
that.
what yoga's for.
Well,
too.
exactly. So
Well, and it was interesting because we go for the, let's call it exercise / stretching,
yeah,
right? To be
my
to
once
be
a week stretch.
Yeah, it's not really exercise, but that's why we go. And for the majority of them, it seemed to be a very spiritual experience
At the
which
retreat,
was a
for
little
sure.
foreign for the four of us.
And we did, I think the Saturday was a lot of yoga. But then Friday night and I think Sunday was more a lot of meditation.
There was
we
a
did
lot
the
less
silent
yoga than I expected.
Yeah.
I kind of expected, some breakfast, some yoga, go and do your own thing. We'll have another class in the afternoon. Like,
Yeah.
not this.
24/7.
Yeah.
But the meditative walks were
Oh.
a highlight for me. That
100%.
was lovely.
Yes.
But yeah, Aaron, you and I go frequently with the dogs out on hikes where you are, in nature and
Yeah. You and
we
I don't
just talk-
shut up though.
No.
It wasn't silent.
No, it was definitely not silent, but I grew up always hiking. Like
Yeah.
that is what we did. That was fun times in my house was hiking.
But
so,
there's something different about intentionally
Yes.
engaging in silence.
Yep.
Yes.
With a group of people who are all fairly chatty.
Yeah.
Yes, that
And-
was quite
Yeah.
Yes.
That was really cool.
a very open group. There was the odd one who was hesitant to open up. But in general, I was impressed at how open
Mm-hmm.
most of that group was.
So, I mean, there was an atrocious lack of time for knitting.
I did get a picture of us knitting. Well, you guys knitting in the yoga room.
Oh, okay.
I gotta
I
find
mean,
that.
Jody and I couldn't wait to get away from everything, so we showed
Amen.
up early and had a lovely little sit and knit by the pond. And
That's true.
The welcome was from 3 till 5, and we were there, I swear to God, the dot of
2:59.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Tanya and I showed
we
up
sat
later.
by the pond and
yeah,
knit,
because you
which
and I are
was
both
lovely.
working. I think.
Yes, we were working, but I think we're also just like, anyway, no rush.
Yep. Yep. No. We were excited to get away. So there was a little bit of knitting, but I did a little bit of thinking because going to the yoga retreat as a knit club, and there's a pleasing correlation between knitting and yoga, and I found 6 ways that there 6 ways or 6 points of similarity between knitting and yoga, and I thought maybe we could talk about them. So the first one is both are repetitive. They kind of both engage in mindfulness and focus. So in knitting, you have repetitive stitches and patterns. You naturally bring attention to the present moment. It's meditative, often described as a moving meditation. And for me, because sometimes I don't pay attention to my own comfort, there has to be a certain amount of body awareness so that we are, or I am, at least I'll speak for myself, not tensing up and stressing some of the muscles. Yoga involves breath awareness and body movement. It can guide you into mindfulness and focused awareness of the here and now. Are there other ways that you guys find that mindfulness and focus in knitting?
What's that focus on a project where you forget about the harder things in life and just
Tuning out.
I guess, or just putting it on a shelf for a little while because it's so easy to worry endlessly about the harder parts of our life. That this is, I know how to do this. It's always the same. I stick the needle through, wrap it around, bring it through. I made a loop. It allows my brain to slow down.
I think I get sometimes more anxiety.
That actually might be true. I mean, stress reduction is one of the things that they say both yoga and knitting does. But if you're at a point where you don't know what you're doing or it's not working out the way you think it should,
or
it'll
just
fucking
like
stress
I
you
want to
out.
get it done. So I get so I amp
So you're
myself
focused
up.
on the future.
Yes, I'm
not the
totally
present
focused on
moment.
like finishing it. Gotta get it done, and then I just
You just need more time to knit.
I do.
So
Totally do.
both knitting and yoga have statistically been shown to lower stress and anxiety. Yeah, right. If you're Ingrid.
As
Not
long as the
me.
project's going well.
As long as it's going well, yes. If you can count.
Which Erin cannot.
I cannot.
No, me neither.
The rhythmic nature of knitting can calm the nervous system, just as yoga's controlled breathing and movement can help regulate the nervous system.
And that's why I like very simple projects
Yeah.
where it's just straight
fair.
knitting and like no cables, nothing, because then
Can
it's
just,
more sort
then
of
it's
like-
healing for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
That's
Whereas
perfect.
if you're going to involve cables and stuff, forget it. Then
That's-
that's just anxiety.
I would say that Petite Knits is your favorite designer. I think
Yeah.
you've knit 3 or 4 things by her, and she has very simple, classic, clean,
Absolutely.
easy to produce,
Yeah.
beautiful patterns.
And
So
they're
I can see that.
timeless. They're not going to get outdated. So there's this living in the present moment, and they're always going to be in the present moment, which
Yeah, they're
is kind of
gorgeous.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. The third similarity is that flow state in knitting. When you're deep in a project and you can lose track of time, you become fully immersed in the process. You get out of your monkey brain.
Yeah, that's
And-
what it does for me.
Yeah.
My brain runs so bad that knitting definitely. I have sat at 2 a.m. and knit because I can't sleep.
Yeah. Or you just think, I'm just gonna do one more row, and then 3 hours pass, and you're like, oops. Yep. You wonder why you're sore in the morning. But in yoga, flow-based practices like vinyasa, they also encourage that same state of complete absorption and
In your
timelessness.
task, yeah.
Yes, in the task. Although, I find that I'm always checking the clock at yoga.
Me too.
Oh
You're
my
like
God,
those-
is it over?
You're like those little kids playing a sport that keep looking at the clock. It's like, is it over yet? Is it over yet?
And you know what? It's always at the same time. You know what time it is?
7:30.
Every time. Oh my God, is it over yet? No, it's only 7:30.
It's only halfway, literally halfway.
You got 7 to 8.
It's
6:45 to
6:45
8:15.
8:15ish. Yeah. So,
Can't wait till we lie on the floor and do nothing.
yeah. Yeah, it's a little sad, but yeah, I'm
Weekly
always just checking
torture.
the clock. But I'm not always checking the clock when I knit.
No, that's the problem.
I'm
That's-
checking the clock to go, oh, good, I still have 15 more minutes. I can do this.
The fourth point of similarity is the discipline and the practice. Both yoga and knitting require constant practice and patience to improve. And whether it's mastering a new knitting technique or holding a balanced pose, both are journeys in persistence. So
It's true.
Erin is so deep.
I just like
I
researching.
love this.
And this is what these are the things that I think about. And you know, we could go over. Actually, I do listen to a podcast that I like from Alberta, where they just kind of are constantly talking about what they're knitting and what they finished, and that's great. But I listen to it. I don't watch it, so I can't see anything that they're knitting.
Yeah, yeah.
And I'm interested in the deeper parts of knitting, you know, and how it's a part of life. So.
I
And
like
how
that.
it all heals all of us a little bit, you know. I worry less when I've been knitting. I am a calmer, happier human when I'm knitting.
Now, our vibrations episode is out, and we talked to Tora about knitting first thing in the morning.
Yes.
And you've been doing that.
I have not this week.
I have, and I'm sorry it doesn't work for me because I get so fucking pissed off when I have to stop that I don't know that that's good for me. I get so annoyed that I've got to put it down.
Do you know why I'm not? Because when I was knitting the sabai top, it's mindless. It's just straight knitting in a circle. So then I could pick it up, sip my coffee, knit. Okay, I've got 5 minutes. I can knit.
See?
I'm doing,
That's why I like simple.
yeah.
Okay.
And I am doing a lace project right
Yeah.
now,
Oh.
the Lake Effect Tee, and I cannot pick it up and knit for 5 minutes.
My brain is always
Because-
going as it is. I don't need my brain to have to work extra hard while I'm knitting.
But see, that helps me focus more.
Yes.
You know, when
it
I
depends
have
on
to
your
focus
skill
on
level,
a
yeah.
cable pattern,
No, don't feel like
it
it.
helps me. I don't feel
You
like
will, though.
Do the Ingrid.
Nope. Tanya has something
You
to
may
say.
at some point, though,
Yes.
when
When
it's
I'm
more
more
comfortable.
Yes, 100%.
Because doing the lace is it's not hard for me. I just need to focus. And
Yeah.
if I only have 5 minutes and I'm halfway through a row, it kind of irritates me to,
Yeah,
like
that
you
makes
say,
sense.
then I don't feel like I know where I am in my knitting pattern. So
I've started using, like with the cable sweater that I'm just trying to finish now, I have started, yesterday I noticed, it was hard for me to get through a repeat and then know where I was. So at the end of every repeat, I would just move a stitch marker.
yeah.
So that I didn't have to go back to the beginning of the row to count and
Yep.
see, because it was hard. It was hard for me to focus. And so I recognized that it's hard for me to focus. Here's what I'm going to do to help myself.
Yep.
And it was a lifesaver, I gotta say.
I feel like Tanya has something to say. She keeps trying to talk.
Oh, sorry, Todd.
No. I can't just knit 2 rows. I have to, like, I feel like if I'm going to knit something, I need to be productive and actually see some progress.
I get
So-
that.
Well,
That's why I knit.
you're
can't
also
knit
up at
2
5
rows.
a.m. Like you
Exactly.
have
There's
to get
no
up
way
at
I'm getting up-
4:45 to knit in the morning.
There's no way in hell. I'd rather run home from work and sit on the couch and knit.
Well, as long as you're doing it every day, it doesn't have to be in the morning.
No, it's definitely not in the morning.
That's true. I just tried it in the morning because you were doing it and I wanted to see what it was like. And then I was like, fuck that.
I could do that for like, because of what I'm knitting is like very stockinette or
Yes.
pearl
Yeah.
knit pearl. Then
Yeah,
absolutely a
straightforward.
couple rows. I do find that satisfying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the fifth point of similarity is creativity and self-expression. In knitting, you
Oh my
create
gosh, completely.
a tangible piece with your own personal touch and your mistakes, which I would call my own personal touch. In yoga, although it's maybe less tangible, the way that you move, the way that you breathe and evolve your practice is deeply personal and expressive.
And how you get into each position, like my downward dog definitely does not look like anyone else's downward dog because my body's different.
Well, and you may not stretch as far as somebody else, right?
That's
You're
for
still
damn
doing
sure.
something for you. You're not doing something for because it looks like the picture.
Ooh, the comparative is hard.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Because
that's
a good
I'm
one.
next to you, and Helga's always going, "That's beautiful, Tanya. That's
Yeah.
beautiful."
And you're
And I'm
like,
thinking,
fuck off.
But you know what? then she puts her hand on a certain place, and you're like, how? Like, I'm obviously not doing whatever right, or she's seen that I'm holding my stress in my shoulders or whatever. And
She's magic like
she
that.
really is. She
Yeah.
puts her hand on you and you're like, oh.
You've got to try one.
And she'll keep it there until you go, oh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. But it's the
Yeah.
same with knitting. Like each piece is so personal between your yarn choice, your color choice, how tight you knit, how loose your stitches are. All of that is very personal, and yoga is no different. It's how your body moves or performs is very personal, and it's not right or wrong, because my heels can't possibly touch the ground in downward dog. Doesn't mean I'm not doing it right or getting something out of it.
And I feel like
Yeah.
Chris embraced that. He really embraced it's
Yes,
your own.
I would agree
It
with
is
that.
totally your own.
It was very accepting.
Yeah.
And
like
I
that.
feel like that should be a part of
Yeah,
all yogis.
wherever you are is good for you.
It's where
is
you
where
are.
you're at.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Same
he's
thing with knitting. Your skill level is where you're at.
Yeah.
What you're producing is your own choice
absolutely.
and beauty.
So the last point of similarity that I was able to think of, and there may be more. If you think of more, please by all means reach out and send us a comment, and I would love to kind of be able to further this thought.
I'll tell you in
Can
24 hours.
Can you do yoga and knit at the same time?
I don't know.
If you're lying on the floor,
Oh,
Maybe,
yeah.
maybe.
corpse pose,
Oh,
maybe.
yeah. Well,
But so here's what I came up with is community and connection. So for knitting, obviously you're making connections with your stitches, but you're making connections with people. We have a knitting circle. This connection runs deep. This is
Try knitting in public.
Significant.
There's a lot of people who will look at you and some will go, what the hell? And lots of people will go, most will go, what are you knitting?
or
Show
you make that
me."
eye contact with another knitter.
So
that happened to be on the
yeah.
ferry. We saw each other.
I was at a Jays
Yes.
game in Toronto.
Yes.
And I was like, do I pull out my knitting? Because my husband was already giving me a hard time about taking my knitting literally everywhere.
Oh, stuff
So I said to him before we got to the Jays game, do you think I could bring a backpack? And he's like, I'm sure you can. If it's because you want to bring your knitting, fine, bring your backpack. I'm like, okay. So I did. But it took me a little while, quite a few innings before I pulled it out. And then as soon as I started knitting, the woman 2 seats over from me leans over and says, what are you making?
See?
I
And
love
I said,
that.
I
Such
said, I'm
a way
making
to
a sweater.
connect.
She said, I don't knit, I crochet.
Oh,
And
you're
then
a
you
crotch
stop
eater.
talking to her.
Well, I
and-
was also in the middle of a game and some stranger, but yeah.
But what a way to talk to strangers, which
Yeah.
is what I love to do.
So you catch somebody doing yoga in the park, and chances are you're gonna go, I do yoga too. Where do you do yoga? Who did you learn from? What
Yeah.
No,
kind of
the
yoga?
odds
Yeah.
are you're not, because that person's stretching on their own.
That's true. They got their ass in the air, and you don't want any part of that. But both foster bonds and shared experiences.
But you know-
you and I laugh at Beansy farting through the whole class, and now everybody knows about it. 'Cause
Let's hope Beansy's not listening.
Beansy will never know who it is because that's not their real name.
But you know what?
Protected.
If you're in Asia and you go through, let's say, Hong Kong, there's huge parks where they're all doing Tai Chi together, right?
That's
It's
cool.
like
Yeah.
hundreds of
Same
people
idea.
doing Tai Chi, all the same movement at the same time. It's actually really beautiful to watch.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things where even though you're doing it alone, you're doing it together. Or even though you're doing it together, it is your own. And so we're all sitting around here knitting, theoretically. And yet we're all kind of in our own space doing our own thing. It's a finished product that is all our own. So
Parallel play.
well, exactly.
Good one.
Yeah. So there's this sense of belonging to a larger community and a larger tradition. And, we're,
It's deep, deep history. Both of them have such deep,
yeah.
long histories. It's
So, and when we get to publishing our origin stories, you're going to hear of our heritage of knitting, our traditions, who we learn from, why we do it. So there'll be more of that. So I love yoga and I hate it at the same time, but I feel the same way. I love knitting, and there are times where I think
That
am
is
never
true.
knitting again. I fucking
Oh.
hate knitting.
I know that feeling.
Never feel
Aaron,
that
it
way.
also
Oh,
You
when
hit-
I
you
ripped
feel that way
when
about
I ripped out all of that cabling for the sweater I'm on, and then realized, oh no, there was no mistake. That was what the pattern said.
Oh no, I did not know that.
Oh, I just recently did enough of the pattern again where I realized, oh, that's exactly what I did before. That wasn't wrong. And so I ripped out 35 rows
Nothing.
for nothing.
Oh,
Which is where I kind of went,
that hurts my heart.
fuck, I hate knitting.
From the woman who rips everything
I
out
know,
at least
but
twice.
I've never done 35 rows.
So,
of cable.
Mine is just stockinette that I rip out.
That's why she does plain, like me.
Yeah.
Nothing complicated.
That's why.
That's why I have 6 projects on the needles at the moment.
Oh, Jesus.
So, and then when I'm finished one, I'll do a hat.
I think I'm due a hat. I could then knit while I'm podcasting because I can't knit this lace unless I'm focused on it. Although I did knit it in my Zoom class last night because I didn't need to look all the time at the screen. So I did manage to get, I don't know, 6 or 8 rows
Hats
done.
are good
That's
for
good.
that. We're doing a hat drive. So check out all of our socials for info where to drop your hat off and get a ballot for one of our 4 small, medium, large, extra large t-shirts.
Lightweight, but
Merch.
very comfortable cotton t-shirts.
Official merch.
I'm
Yep.
so proud
They're
of
very
us.
comfortable.
Be one of the in crowd. Anything?
Limited edition.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
So anything?
That's the marketing person.
So there you go. Thanks for joining us this week. A special thanks to TechnoWiz Matt and our sponsors Chrysalis Counseling and Ingrid Stennerson, registered massage therapist. See, I said it.
Good for you.
Check us out on Instagram and Facebook to see photographic evidence of our enthusiasm for all things yarn and connect with us in a larger community of knitting friends. Also, if you wanted information on our second giveaway of t-shirts that is supporting our Hats for homeless. Hats for homeless. Hats for hobos drive. Whatever you want to call it. I just think a good
Hats for the
alliteration
unhoused just does
doesn't
not roll.
match it. So whatever your alliteration is that you like, send all comments to me if there's a problem. Anyways, thank you, community. Thanks for listening. Drop us a like and a follow and subscribe and
Comment and play and happy knitting.
happy knitting.